My in-laws invited themselves on our honeymoon and said, family vacations together, so I changed the destination and didn't tell them. It started 3 weeks before the wedding. Wesley's mom called. All sweetness and manipulation. We were thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful if we all went to Hawaii together, as a family? My stomach dropped. Wesley and I had saved for 2 years for that trip. We'd booked a secluded resort on Maui, the kind with private bungalows and adults-only pools. It's our honeymoon, I said carefully. Exactly, she chirped. The beginning of our family becoming one. Besides, Wesley's dad and I already booked our flights. Same hotel. Won't that be fun? Wesley tried talking to them. His dad just laughed. Come on, son. Family vacations together. That's what we do. What they did was show up uninvited to every birthday, anniversary, and weekend getaway we planned in 3 years of dating. They had keys to Wesley's apartment. They called 17 times a day. His mom still bought his underwear. The breaking point came at the rehearsal dinner. His mom stood up with a slideshow. A tribute to my baby boy, she announced. There were photos of Wesley in the bathtub at age 5. Wesley getting his diaper changed. Wesley's mom breastfeeding him. At a restaurant, in front of 80 guests. I'll always be the first woman in his life, she said, staring directly at me. That night, I made a decision. I canceled Hawaii. Every reservation, every confirmation. Then I booked us 2 weeks in rural Iceland. Off-season. No direct flights from their city. The kind of trip that required hiking boots and thermal underwear. Not Tommy Bahama shirts and margaritas. The morning after our wedding, Wesley's parents showed up at the airport. They had Hawaiian shirts, matching visors, and 3 oversized suitcases. His mom rushed over, waving boarding passes. Surprise! We upgraded to first class so we can all sit together. I smiled sweetly. That's lovely. Have a wonderful time in Hawaii. What do you mean? You're coming with us, she said, confusion flickering across her face. No, I said. We're not going to Hawaii. Wesley's dad's face turned red. The hell you're not. We paid for those upgrades. I pulled out our boarding passes. We're going to Reykjavik. Our flight leaves in an hour from a different terminal. Have fun explaining to the airline why you need to return those first-class seats. His mom's expression cycled through shock, rage, and something that might have been respect. You can't do this to us. We're family. You're right, Wesley said, finding his voice for maybe the first time in his life, which is why you'll understand we need this time alone, as husband and wife. We walked away while they sputtered behind us. His mom's voice carried across the terminal, something about ungrateful children and wasted money. My phone started buzzing before we reached security. 43 missed calls by the time we boarded. Iceland was perfect. Cold, remote, and self-service was terrible in the countryside. We hiked glaciers, soaked in hot springs, and didn't answer a single call. On our last night, Wesley finally checked his voicemail. His mom had left 89 messages. They ranged from tearful, to furious, to manipulative. The last one made him laugh. What? I asked. She says they went to Hawaii anyway, and had a terrible time because we weren't there. He deleted them all. Best honeymoon ever. 3 months later, his parents announced they were coming for Thanksgiving. At our house. They'd already bought plane tickets. I smiled and said, how lovely. We'll be in Prague. His mom's face went pale. You're doing this on purpose. Family vacations together, I said sweetly. That's what we do. Just not with you. Wesley changed the locks that weekend. We spent Thanksgiving in a centuries-old hotel, drinking mulled wine and not answering our phones. His parents still try. Every holiday, every occasion. But now, Wesley just forwards their messages to a folder labeled boundary violations without reading them. Last week, they sent a letter. They wanted to spend Christmas with us and meet our future children someday, as a family. I've already booked us tickets to Antarctica.